Live on YouTube, live on the Rumble. Good afternoon, hello, welcome to Weekly Recap AKA W.W.R. This show is a dive into the odd, obscure, bizarre, in other words, for strange world of notable events, weather, and sports, also known as news. I'm Alexander, you viewer, you. Thank you so much for coming in and watching us. Today is Saturn's Day, aka Saturday, May 2nd, 2026. Let's get into the news today, shall we? Starting us off in Oddity Central. Man faces prison time for posting AI-generated image of wolf roaming city and streets. Let's see, from obvious AI slop to photorealistic imagery, millions of people, yada, 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 yada. Case in point, the seemingly harmless photo of a wolf walking the streets of a city. One could use AI programs to create worse images than a lone wolf walking through the streets, but a 40-year-old South Korean man risks spending the next 5 years of his life in prison and paying a fine of $6,700 for doing just that. Using a text prompt to create a photorealistic image of a wolf walking through your home city and then posting it online doesn't sound like a crime, but what if there was an actual wolf on the loose? On April 8th, South Korean media reported that a wolf named Nyukju had escaped from the Daejeon Zoo, and some even posted a photo of the canine spotted on the streets of Daejeon. It looked real, but that photo had been created by AI based on a prompt. South Korean authorities explained that, quote, a single AI-manipulated image delayed the wolf's capture by up to 9 days, and that prolonged deployment of police and firefighters caused significant disruptions to their primary duty of protecting the public, end quote. I have a great idea. How about just, stop using AI? I mean, like, it seems nice and swanky to be lazy and useless, but, just don't. If you want to make something good, do it yourself. If you wanted to paint if you wanted to edit in a photo of a dog, get some skills and do something and make a product, not just throw in a couple words and then there you go. It's destroying humanity. So, and now it actively is hampering emergency forces and everything. And, as you said, delayed it by 9 days. This wolf could go around, it can attack and eat people's pets. It's a wolf. It can attack and eat small children. This guy potentially put the lives of people and their pets and everything at risk with this stupid thing. Just don't do it. How about that? And by the way, if you want to read more about this and any other article that we're going to be covering, please check the underbar of the description below. All the links are already down there. Moving on up, Bizoniomania, the fake health condition that fooled the internet with the help of AI. Here we go, another example of just stop. Let's see, Bizoniomania was a made-up eye condition created to prove that large language models, LLMs, could be easily deceived, ended up tricking human researchers as well. It was created back in 2024 by a team led by Almira Osmanovic Thunstrom, a medical researcher at the University of Gothenburg in Sweden. They wanted to see whether large language models like ChatGPT or Gemini could see through what was considered obvious misinformation, or whether they could swallow this medical misinformation and present it as valid information. Within weeks of Thunstrom's team uploading 2 fake studies about this disorder to a preprint server, the made-up condition was already showing up in the responses of popular chatbots. Microsoft's Copilot declared that blank is indeed... I'm not going to read this thing. This disease is indeed an intriguing and relatively rare condition, and Google's Gemini was informing users that this condition is such caused by excessive exposure to blue light. Even OpenAI's ChatGPT was telling users whether their symptoms amounted to this disorder. So, guys, more examples. AI is literally destroying the world. I mean, just stop. Just stop. What else do we got here? Birthday boy shot 3 friends for smearing cake on his face at birthday party. Wow. What a psychopath. I mean, I wouldn't like that either. But, I wouldn't shoot people about it. I would just never interact with them again. I'll end a 20-year friendship over that. You don't do that to people. That's just, it's needless. Smearing cake on people's faces on their birthday is a well-known tradition, and while we've seen it go wrong on rare occasions, we can't remember if it ever being cited as a motive for murder, well, at least until this month anyway, because Indian media recently reported a man shooting 3 of his friends dead for playfully smearing cake on his face at his birthday party. The unusual incident took place last Saturday at a gym in the Kujur town district of Bulandshahar, where young Jitu Sayani was celebrating his birthday with some friends. When the cake was served, some of Jitu's pals smeared cake on the face as a joke, but the gesture was met with unexpected hostility by the birthday boy. According to eyewitnesses, 33-year-old Jitu got into a heated argument with Amardarp Saini, Manish Saini, and Akashish Saini over having cake smeared on his face before storming out of the gym, only to return with a group of men and a licensed gun. Wow, so he wasn't alone. So he didn't just like pull out a gun out. He went back, got his pew pew, and some backup. This is absolutely crazy. Sanjay Saini, the brother of one of the victims, told reporters that Jitu had called him on the night of the incident to complain that his brother had been disrespectful to him during his birthday party and that he had used foul language. Sanjay tried to calm him down, promising to handle the matter personally the following morning because he needed to attend a wedding, but he never had the chance to do that. Upon return to the gym, Jitu Saini reportedly opened fire on the 3 men he had previously argued with before anyone had a chance to react. During the panic that ensued, he and his accomplices had fled the scene and are currently on the run from police. So I hope they get caught. That is absolutely terrible. Terrible. Like, I can understand why he's not happy about that, but terrible. So, food blogger makes translucent fried chicken that looks like glass sculptures. Last month, Kainan uploaded a video titled, "I want to make the fried chicken transparent, but the result is strange," to his YouTube channel. It blew up, getting almost 1 million views on Alphabet's platform alone. Google's, you mean. And for good reason. It's unlike anything we've ever seen before. Yeah, check this out. Transparent chicken thighs and wings are done. So it says they have a video here. So let's check this out really quick. So this is actual transparent fried chicken. Somehow. So he makes fried chicken somehow. Oh, he takes the bone out. Okay. So I don't speak whatever language this is, but it shows that he has this beautiful fried chicken here. No, this is a translucent one. He's in a translucent batter. Okay. I wish I could speak this language to understand what the heck he's saying. Oh, now wait a minute, it's not actual fried chicken. I thought he was making actual fried chicken. This is just... Okay, so he used a real fried chicken to make the mold, and then he made translucent fried chicken. So it's not real fried chicken. Okay, I thought this was actual food. Anyway, Japanese idol sparks controversy by letting fans sniff her armpits after shows. Yuck. Absolute yuck. That is disgusting. I'm not going to read that. That's, well, I have to. Japanese media recently reported that Harita Matsumoto, an underground idol from Wakayama Prefecture, sparked a heated debate after allegedly offering her fans a chance to smell her armpits after shows. Photos of Matsumoto lifting arms and letting men put their noses in her armpits went viral online, attracting criticism from the general public. Okay, so there you go. This is just nasty. I'm gonna... It's gross. Novel technology fights fire with sound waves instead of water or other chemicals. I'm actually going to showcase this. Oh, I'll read it here. Sonic Fire Tech has patented an ingenious technology that uses low frequency sound waves to break up the chemical reaction that fuels fire. Heat, fuel, and oxygen are the ingredients of fire, and taking away just one can stop the combustion reaction completely. Using infrasound waves to push oxygen molecules away from the fuel, this technology prevents fires from getting the oxygen they need to sustain themselves. All right.
The company says it's not just blowing smoke when it claims to be able to
just using audio. Wow, look at that.
And some fire departments are paying attention.
That's really intriguing.
The San Bernardino.
You see, like, I remember, like, I'm going to look this up here really quick. And I wanted to play around with these fire extinguisher grenades. They weren't that effective, unfortunately. The dangerous extinguishers of yesteryear, fire grenades. But they had new things. Here we go. Fire extinguishing grenade. This is what I wanted to show you. So.
Extinguishing grenades are designed for extinguishing initial fires in small enclosed spaces. but throwing the grenade enables us to extinguish the fire from a distance. The grenade is the most practical.
It would basically be the same principle because, like, it's a sudden, you know, rapid expansion of gases and everything. That's an explosion. So, well, it looks like it has fire retardant in it as well, because it's all liquidy and everything. So it just immediately it blasts away the primary stuff, and then it retardants the rest of the fire. It looks like that's technology there. But let's watch the rest of this here.
Got a demonstration of the new method by Sonic Fire.
This is
Tech.
crazy.
KCBS
I mean, it's
reports
awesome.
it
It makes
uses
sense.
infrared
Physics, you know,
technology
physics
to
is
detect
awesome.
Fires. Even though it looks like nothing is coming out of these hoses, the
Yeah, it looks like
company
he's
says
like
they
blasting
make
it with
sound
a
waves to extinguish the
leaf
flames.
blower,
We
which would
use
not be
infrared
ideal. You don't want to leaf
sound
blow these
waves
things.
that are
So.
inaudible to the human ear. We vibrate the oxygen at a rate where fire.
But yeah, if you want to watch this video, read more about all this, it's in the underbar. But this is fascinating. What is this? There's another demonstration here really quick. What is this? Oh, this is another... It's a longer video. I think this explains things in depth. So they just have here... They lit a little bush on fire. We've seen this. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just a longer version of it.
There's no water used.
Oh.
There's no side effect to the system run. So we're able to.
Oh wait, no. What's that pipe? I thought that pipe was supposed to be like blowing it down.
Available. If it doesn't have power available, the home can still protect itself. This same.
That's phenomenal. What else do we got here? Amateur breeders grew miniature watermelons the size of chicken eggs. Watermelons have always been a tricky crop for greenhouse and vertical farming systems, primarily because of the extensive vine growth and the large size of the fruit, but one mother-daughter duo may have found a solution to this problem. Using a non-GMO chemical mutation approach, they managed to reduce the size of watermelons to that of chicken eggs without altering their main characteristics. High school researcher Delaney Raptis and her mother began their unique breeding program back in 2021 with the goal of producing ultra-small fruits. After several generations, they have reduced the size of watermelons from several kilograms to approximately 80 to 200 grams, with some no larger than chicken eggs. The main goal of the breeding program was to make watermelon crops viable in high-density greenhouse systems and vertical farms, where maximizing output per square meter is a priority. The reduced fruit size also reduced food waste and is sure to be a hit with the single portion fruit market. But how do you eat that watermelon? Do you just cut it in half and use like a melon baller, you know, as a spoon, or like how would you eat that? Do you peel it like an apple? Like, I mean, you know, that rind is a little thick there, so I mean, it looks like, you know, one and a half spoonfuls of watermelon. But hey, you know, cool. What else do we got here? Helicopter complicates morning drop-off at Tennessee school from UPI. Buses and cars arriving at a Tennessee elementary school Thursday morning had to work around an unusual obstacle in the parking lot, a whirlybird. The Keitham County School District said on social media that a helicopter reported in the parking lot at West Keitham Elementary School early Thursday morning. Quote, "Thank you for your patience and understanding this morning as we will be working around it for bus transportation and student drop-offs," end quote, the Post said. But why is it there? Did it land, or is it part of something? So that reminds me, when is a Freedom Bus? Hold on a second. Freedom Bus. Let's see. Freedom Rides? No, that's not it. Freedom Riders. A Liberty Bus. Freedom Bus 2026. Is this it? Freedom 2050? Okay, come on, give me the schedule. Come on, give me the schedule. Whatever. Anyway. Oh, here we go. Is this it? There's more stuff. I gotta figure out when this comes to California. It only comes to California at one stop, unfortunately. But, you know, it reminded me, like, it's painted in U.S. color. So I was just like, is this part of the Freedom Bus or something? Like, it's weird. What else do we got here? Wisconsin Recycling Center posts 17.3 mile per hour speed limits. Let's see what the video has to say really quick. Come on, load up. Load up.
Welcome back. A Northeast Wisconsin recycling facility tried a different approach to keep drivers alert as they move through an active work site by posting an unusually specific speed limit. Maria Parmesan finding out the reasoning behind a strange sign.
speed limit sign at Allegheny County Recycling and Solid Waste is getting a lot of attention because the number on it isn't what you'd expect.
We decided to update our speed to an unorthodox speed limit, which is 17.3 miles per hour. We don't expect people to try to be figuring out how to drive 17.3 miles when they're coming to our facility. Again, what it's to do is kind of break up those habits.
With the public driving through and heavy equipment operating nearby, staff say safety is always top of mind, especially with drivers.
So that makes sense. Like let me read it from the actual source here. So this is this one really quick. Hold on a second. I have this link. Let's see. So, Outagamie County Recycling and Solid Waste in Appleton announced on social media that the new speed limit at the center was 17.3 miles per hour. It makes you look twice, and most importantly, it breaks up that autopilot feeling that we can all fall into while driving in familiar routes. So, like, it's to make it more safer, you know, especially because they have a lot of equipment and everything there. They don't want any accidents. So, that's an interesting tactic. To break up the monotony, you know, but then again, if everybody starts doing that, then that'll become the new normal, and then we're going to have to go back to the way things already are now. It's weird. What else do we got here? YouTuber broke Rubik's Cube record while skydiving. 23-year-old German YouTuber jumped out of a plane to break the Guinness World Record for the fastest time to solve a rotating puzzle cube while in freefall. That's its own subcategory. What the hell? Tom Kobuke, a.k.a. Toliko, on YouTube, solved his Rubik's Cube in 23.333 seconds before opening his parachute over Mossel Bay, South Africa in February. He broke the previous record of 28.25 seconds, which was set by Australian Sam Siraki back in 2023. So, let's see here.
I just want to risk my life for
Hold on a
Rubik's
second.
Cube.
There we go. Let's see where it shows him actually solving the Rubik's Cube. I mean, are they actually going to show it? This is a long video for such a thing. Fall. Okay.
Shop has a free step-by-step guide that can...
Okay, well, this is a whole thing. If you want to watch it, you know, link to this link is in the underbar. Well, not to this direct video, but through the news article, you can see it. It's under skydiving Rubik's Cube. Well, moving on up, dashboard warning lights led to baby squirrel discovery. A Virginia man opened the hood of his car to find out what was causing his dashboard warning lights to come up and discovered a nest of baby squirrels, so not just one. Thomas Ingle, Chief Field Services Officer and Deputy Director of Fairfax County Animal Services, said the Fairfax man turned on his car and discovered every warning light was illuminated. That is not good. He checked under the hood and found baby squirrels curled up in a nest had been built by their mother in the engine bay. Yikes.
New this morning, a story that had a Pittsburgh woman thinking she was... Take a look at this. More than 200 donuts and grass were stuffed under the hood.
Yeah, like, you know, it's probably a good idea to check under your hood every day. I know it's kind of tedious, but you might actually save a life. You know, like, if that nest wasn't so ridiculous, it probably would have, you know, the engine probably could have started. It would have caught on fire, killing the squirrels and possibly the driver, you know, like, you know, it's not normal for a fire to combust out from under the hood. So, I mean, I've heard countless stories of, you know, people's cats climbing up into the engine because it's, you know, it's warm and everything, and nobody checks, and then you turn it on, and disaster happens. You know, so just check under your hood. It might save a life one day. And last but not least, cat lost in California, reunited with Georgia family 7 years later. The Davidson family say adopted their cat Dodger as a kitten back in 2016. The family was moving from California to Florida back in 2018 when Dodger escaped from a friend's vehicle in the Fresno area. Dodger's fate was unknown for 7 years until a volunteer with Fresno Trap and Release found one of the cats that had been rounded up for the spay and neuter program was microchipped. Oh, yikes. So, that's how they found it. Don't use this as an excuse to microchip your animals, though. Like, you know... If they loved you, they'd stay with you, and animals need to be free. We gotta knock off this mentality of subjugating other creatures unless it actually has a purpose, like, you know, workhorse, you know, cattle, chicken, like you know, guard dogs, hunting dogs, stuff like that. If it has a purpose in life, fine. But if you're just keeping it around, oh, look at my cat, look at that, you know, and do both of you a favor and let that animal be free. Anyway, that shall conclude the show for today, for this week. Once again, please check the underbar of the description for any links that you may find interesting, including but not limited to All Things Oddity Coalition for your dose of different odd and unusual news, also known as notable events, weather, and sports. We stream every Saturday at 3 p.m. Pacific Time, 4 Mountain, 5 Central, and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, respectively. We do have other shows from history, you know, well, that's the only... Well, we also have IOYO. I'm okay, you're okay. That's the first Sunday of every month. That's supposed to be tomorrow, but the Loon is not down. You will be coming back on Cinco de Mayo. So we're going to have IOYO next Sunday. But we will be having This Date in History here in about an hour and 40 minutes from now. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, until you catch us next time, whenever that is, wherever that is, for all you and all of us, I'm AO Xander. You are you. And don't forget to look right and left at every intersection.